To infinity and beyond. Who would have ever known that Buzz Lightyear would have been so influential? Jace, you've taken us on a journey that we never would have imagined 18 years ago. You've kept us on our toes, and you've made life fun, most of the time. You've challenged us as parents. You have taught us what true prayer is. You have made our hearts burst with joy and cry with you in sorrow. Through the good times and the hard, we wouldn't trade it for the world. We look back at your life and we wonder, where has it gone? How can we already be here? You have learned so many things the hard way, but then again, you come by that honestly. You are your parents' child. You learn to be loyal when you develop deep friendships. You're loyal to a fault. You will and have supported friends even when it wasn't the popular thing to do. You know who you are, and you're not afraid to show it. You learned that honesty was always the best policy at an early age. You learned that telling us that you lost your hair by falling in the shower was not going to get you any sympathy, but it did give us a few laughs. You exhibited honesty when you wrecked the four-wheeler. You could have lied about what happened, but you didn't. You made sure your sister was okay, came for help, and told us what happened. And bless your heart, you've learned humility over and over again. Your fabulous shower haircut, your decision to use a cinder block wall for brakes for your bike, and probably our favorite now is when you were caught sneaking back into the house through the doggy door. That probably had to be pretty humiliating. The lesson was learned though, and you never tried it again. You are fiercely committed, even when others may think you are crazy. You've been a Texas Tech fan through the good times and the bad. You've stuck it out. You are committed to learning new things. You amaze me with your musical ability, your ability to teach yourself how to play so many instruments. Most importantly is your commitment to accepting Jesus and being baptized. That was a raw and vulnerable moment for you, and you were adamant that you were ready and were committed to living a life for Him. You learned perseverance this year for sure. This year has had a lot of setbacks when it came to running. Things just didn't go as planned, but you saw it through and never quit. Even though that would have been the easy thing to do, you've persevered against all odds, even when the doubters said that you would never make it. You showed us integrity and maturity when you had to do what no child should have to do. You had to call out a friend that you loved and be a part of a group that sent him to rehab. I know he will forever be grateful to you, and you will always have a special bond with him. You're not afraid to call out anyone that you feel is doing wrong, and you accept being called out on your own actions. That's a tough thing to do. Finally, you learned to love when your sister was born. You have a forever admirer. She has and always will think that you are the best thing that's ever been. She has cheered you on and been your biggest supporter. You love her, and we're also a doting big brother with your little nose, squishy face. She hated that so much. You could also see the beauty in this world when others couldn't. You could see the beauty that God created, and you've always pointed it out. We always said that you had more emotion than you knew what to do with. It was as if your emotions were overflowing. You had several bed-moving experiences, moments of elation, and downright hilarious moments. Jace, we are so stinking excited about this next chapter you're about to embark on. But our hearts will be a little empty too. We will miss the silly things that you do. We will miss seeing you in your room. We'll miss hearing you play the keyboard or the guitar. I'll miss our conversations. You've always been the best talker, and we love that about you. Dad especially is going to miss watching all those ball games with you. Most of all, we will miss you and the light that you bring to our home.